Welcome back. This is Seewing Yi, and today I'm going to go over the 5% down government veteran administration foreclosures. And yeah, welcome back. And I'm going to go over the deal for this particular week. By the way, before I start the slideshow. At the end of this video, at the bottom in my description, there's a full-fledged 50 slide, more detailed slideshow on this particular topic, which you can learn more about it. Otherwise, I'm going to spend 3 hours to do this presentation. So that's not going to happen. This presentation will only be like 15 minutes max. But again, details, you can download the slideshow below at the body of this description. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to present what's going on today. All right, here we go. But I will go with the highlight of the program because this is an important part. Normally, as a real estate investor, you will need 20 to 25% down payment to buy an investment property. That's a traditional method of buying for many years. However, this under the radar top secret government program requires only 5% down payment for a traditional real estate investor. All right. So right there and then, this is a tremendous value, and you're able to put minimal down payment to achieve at least break even cash flow and even slight positive cash flow, at least for the beginning. But that's the benchmark. I call it the blueprint scenario. All right. And you're going to use, as an investor, you're going to use a very special loan program. It's called Lindy financing, which is only which is a pattern after the VA, government administration fixed rate 30-year mortgage, which is lower than a traditional owner occupied mortgage rate, whatever it is. Non-veterans are eligible to purchase these types of property, and there's no limit on the number of VA Veterans Administration properties that one can own. All right. So tremendous value. Virtually no one in the country are promoting this program because of my unique background and unique skill set. I'm bringing this to you, regardless of where you live in the country. You could have the potential to remotely, passively buy this almost turnkey property, and the local resources you have on the ground, the property management, the whole 9 yards, one-stop shop in this type of market. That will help you invest these kind of properties for the long term. I'm talking long term, buy and hold great value add properties you will not find anywhere else in the country except my program. Just to highlight everything, after this video, if you are highly motivated, if you feel you're qualified, consult with me. We do a 15-minute consultation over Zoom, over FaceTime, preferably complimentary consultation. If you are the investor that qualified, and then we want to work together, then of course, I'll give you more details. Suffice to say, you need at least 1 year of real estate investing experience as documented on your most recent federal tax return. And furthermore, you will pay me an upfront, non-refundable fee for my mentorship and consultation, which is $1,977 per property until close of escrow, regardless of how long it takes. Sometimes it takes longer than usual. Again, any more details, you will download my extended slideshow in the body of my YouTube description. All right. Anyway, and these type of properties go through a lot of bidding wars and multiple offer situation. So that's all right. Without said, now this is a very old picture of the ex-U.S. Army retiree with 20 years of active service. I retired back in 2002. That's right, 2002, almost 21 years ago, I retired from the U.S. Army with a full pension and medical benefits for the rest of my life. And this is a picture. Yeah. Let's say this picture was back in 1980s. I was stationed in U.S. Army, South Korea, in Seoul, well, close to Seoul. And this is my unit. I was in the finance unit at that time. That's what I did. I'm a pencil pusher, if you will, in the Army. Yes. In the military service, the occupations in the military service are no different than the occupations you find here in regular, traditional working industry. So today's deal, which is very hard to find, every week there are like 50. Oh, by the way, foreclosures is virtually non-existent in the housing market. Very historically low, the lowest level of foreclosures in the history of the housing market. And for veterans that have the property foreclosed for whatever reason, and the VA, the Veteran Administration, the government arm of it, they released this type of properties into the open market, into the multiple listing service, and then the general public, risk investors, and owner occupied buyers are compete for these properties. That's how it goes. All right. And yeah, so I handpicked these kind of properties because I'm an expert in this space. And there are many properties that are still available on a weekly basis. I just totally disqualified most of the other properties that are showing. So I should pick the pre-screen everything on my own. And based on my judgment and analysis, I picked one or two property per week to promote to my real estate investors, those who qualify. So this property, because I know the market's okay. You can read about my credentials on this slideshow, but trust me, I'm not 100%. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm a little bit less than 100% certain and confident that the properties I promote in this program are have a high probability of success long term. All right, so this property is located in Killeen, Texas, about an hour and 10 minutes above Austin, Texas, up the road. And this property is listed by the government VA for $164,500. We go on two bath, 493 square foot. As you can see on this Zillow showing, this property just came into the market for a couple of days ago. So it will be gone, who knows, within a week, maybe a week and a half at the most, because of the potential bidding wars and multiple offers. But of course, once we work together, I will, as a mentorship program, I will help you how to negotiate and all that, the whole 9 yards. All right. So don't worry about that. This kind of property, I handpicked for a reason. They're very desirable in many respects. If you look at the internal of the house, it only requires cosmetic repairs in my estimation, but soon enough, once our offer is accepted, then of course you will pay for the inspection report, and the inspection will determine how much is the estimated cosmetic repair that will come out your pocket as a buyer. All right. So yeah, in addition to the 5% down payment, you have to pay closing costs, few more $1,000, and estimated repair costs that could be anywhere from $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000, depending on a particular house that you're buying. So this property seems to be pretty nice, at least from the pictures. And anyway, this property is located, like I said, in Killeen, Texas, one of the fastest growing region in Austin Texas Metroplex. And yeah, anything within a 30 to 40-mile radius of the inner circle of Austin is a very highly desirable area to buy houses. And this house is located right very close by to what formerly known as U.S. Army Fort Hood. It's U.S. Army Fort Hood. It used to be Fort Hood. They changed the name to Fort Cavazos recently due to some political issues and several hundred years ago. And there are a lot of the names that the Army used to name the Army installations It comes to find out that a lot of these individuals are not the most ideal person to represent the U.S. Army. Because back in the old days, these individuals, Mr. Hood, for example, did some unscrupulous things which does not fall with the federal government and the U.S. Army, so they changed the name to Fort Cavazos, which is the largest army installation not only in the U.S. but in the world. So this property located a few miles from the front gate, so highly desirable place to purchase rental properties because you have a lot of active duty soldiers who's more than willing to pay your rent for you over time. Just so you know, military tenants makes the best tenant because they're subject to the military rules and regulations. I'm not going to go into that. You will find that out when you dive into my extended slideshow, as I stated. So very good location. And furthermore, I took the liberty, as always, to access my rent-o-meter software, and I put a 1 mile radius of this property, similar square footage, similar bedroom, and I was able to find out there are approximately 143 homes that are being rented in this square footage and the average monthly rental rates, as you can see right here. So this metric alone indicates that this is a very desirable rental market. So that says it all. Nothing else I need to know. It'll give me a confidence level that the property you're going to purchase, if everything goes well, you use the local turnkey company that will help you for the long term. So you can have a very good tenant over time, although things happens. But overall, this similar square footage, the current rent, as you can see, this is the month and year that the property was leased, very current. This is a very good software. It indicates that the monthly gross rent for a property in this area with similar square footage, with bedroom to bath, is around 1,375 or let's say 1,400. Yeah, 1,400. So give or take. So suffice to say, the numbers really make sense. How? Once again, I use a property tracker software for years, and this is the numbers which, since all of you are watching this video, you have at least 1 year of rental property experience. I assume, I hate to assume, but I assume you know how to crunch the numbers, and I should not say assume. There are many of those investors that own several properties I come across that still lacks the fundamentals. I don't know how they became a real investor, let alone being successful at it, because they do not know how to run the numbers. They do not how to apply the numerical metrics as indicated on this traditional software that I subscribe to my monthly fee. But the most important thing is the rent to value ratio is almost 1%. Capitalization rate is 7%. Cash on cash return is low, but at least for the time being. But total ROI is 51%. But you go over these numbers, all right? I'm not going to spend too much time on it. You can pause the screen and digest this numerical formula so the everything checks out. Very low price, 164K. You're not going to find this nice cookie cutter turnkey properties. This is the ideal investment property. And again, with 5% down payment, your total down payment is $8,200 plus $2,000 closing costs, plus your rehab costs come out of your pocket. So you estimated total out of pocket is around 20,000. Again, this is so powerful. Your at risk is 20,000 to purchase a property, approximately $164,000. So with that said, you're not going to find any other investments out there. I don't care what it is that have the benefits and the value of something like this. They'll give you the power of leverage using a 5% down payment. Your risk is extremely low. Your reward, your benefits is extremely high. based on the power of leverage, which is one of the way that income property will provide you. So at the end of the day, based on the gross monthly rate is 1450 and minus all the monthly debt service and expenses like the property taxes, insurance, property management fee, the vacancy factor, the maintenance factor. At the end of the day, and your mortgage, your benefit financing mortgage at 6%, 30-year fixed rate mortgage, which is monthly right here. So at the end of the day, your 1450 minus all your debt service and expenses, including your mortgage payment, equals a little bit more than a break-even cash flow that meets my requirement. Okay, at least the first year, you have a little bit of cash flow, but at the end of the day, these are still the minimal metrics for me to present this kind of government 5% down via foreclosures is all you can hope for. The expectation is such that at the end of each month, your cash flow is approximately break even or slight plus. That's all you can expect, at least for the first year. But the key about buying any kind of investment property is that investment property is the history's most powerful and proven multi-dimensional real estate asset class. It's the world's greatest wealth building. Your cash flow, at least temporarily, is low. Yes, I understand that, but when you buy investment property for the long term to create your wealth, you get benefits 5 different ways. Cash flow, passive income, your rate will increase over time. So your cash flow can increase consistently year over year. You get massive amount of tax benefit. I have no time to talk about it. You get some appreciation potential. Historically speaking, 5% increase every year. So the compounding effect of the asset will continue to grow for many more years. This is a buy and hold strategy. It's not flipping. It's not speculation. It's a tried and true long-term wealth building, which makes more millionaire than any other asset class by real estate. And the power of leverage, instead of putting 25% down payment on a traditional rental property, you're only putting down 5%. So the power of leverage in OPM is absolutely mind-boggling, right? I'm not going to discuss anymore. You can pause the screen on your own to see the value of owning a rental property and just multiple layers. If you invest over time, you're going to get the benefits of financial freedom buying one or more income property. It'll change the trajectory of your financial life forever for yourself and for your family and for generations and legacy for yourself as well for many years to come. All right. So that's pretty much I have to say. So at the end of the day, this program is very unique. Only a handful of individuals or knows about this kind of via foreclosures. It's not being published nationwide. It's not in mainstream media. It's very a niche product, if you will, niche. And so I'm an expert at doing this. I've been doing it for a long time. I'm a real estate investor, of course, and foremost, been doing this for almost 30 years. I have guided many mom and pop turnkey real estate investors all across the country. I do consulting and mentoring individuals all over the country by remote, passive turnkey properties they own themselves. It's 100% under your name or in the name of LLC, whatever. Great investment strategies. And this is a value add, great deal, government VA foreclosure. So if you're interested, please contact me on my contact information below. We'll do a free, quick 10-minute complimentary consultation by Zoom or FaceTime, preferably, and to see whether there's a basis for us to work together. If not, that's fine too. Otherwise, the rest of you, if you see a lot of value on this video, please smash the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Furthermore, if you quickly visit my website below, drop an email into the form to subscribe to my weekly turnkey real estate investor newsletter. Once you join our network, you will receive weekly market updates about all types of income property investing in many strategic markets, location. Either way, free information. We are part of our member community, get a lot of free education and a lot of videos, a lot of webinars, watch for free. What we do is our organization, the Yearly Net, we help investors to invest out of state. This is our specialty. We connect you with experienced network, loan agents, and experts that are on the ground in the hottest markets in the country, regardless of where you live, helping you invest profitable cash flowing properties. That's what we do. Thank you so much. This is Seewing Yi. Thanks for listening. I will see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye bye.